Coming up on Evening Edition, after a night of chaos, the Iowa caucus numbers are released. We'll tell you what we know. Plus, Illinois is seeing green as recreational cannabis sales numbers are in. And President Trump prepares to give his State of the Union address tonight. Live from Southern Illinois University, you're watching River Region Evening Edition. After nearly a day of delays, the first numbers from the Iowa caucus have been announced. Good evening, I'm Jacob Gordon.
And I'm Michelle Mathis with 62% of precincts reporting. Mayor Pete Buttigieg narrowly leads with 27% of delegates. Senator Bernie Sanders follows closely behind with 25%, with Senator Elizabeth Warren and former Vice President Joe Biden coming in with 18 and 16% respectively. Senator Amy Klobuchar came in at 13%. Iowa Democratic Party Chair Troy Price apologized for the delay in results, citing a coding error in the app used to collect results.
The bottom line is that we hit a stumbling block on the back end of the reporting of the data. But the one thing I want you to know, we know this data is accurate.
Price says the remaining results from the caucus will be announced when they are complete and accurate.
And we talked with John Shaw, the executive director of the SIU's Paul Simon Public Policy Institute, about the delay in the Iowa caucus results. He says while the caucus was an embarrassment for the Democratic Party, but it's important for people to think about the big picture and the 2020 presidential elections.
But it's going to come down to a battle for the Electoral College and for a half dozen swing states, which are going to be critical. So it was not the start the Democrats wanted, but it's still very early in the process. So it's important not to overinterpret what happened in Iowa.
The app tabulating the Iowa caucus shadow has apologized for the delay in the results. Nevada has abandoned plans for using the app in their caucus later this month. And there's been another mistake regarding Illinois voter registration. The State Board of Elections says it mistakenly canceled the registrations for nearly 800 former inmates. Here in Illinois, the voting rights for inmates convicted of crimes are suspended while they are in prison, but are restored when they are released. The error involves people who'd completed their sentences and had been discharged. Those former inmates can register again, but the mistake follows another problem with new automatic voter registration, which put more than 500 people on the election rolls.
Well, it seems like we had a good day yesterday, but today was pretty gloomy, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, a lot of rain today for sure. Megan McKenzie is here now with the first look at weather. Megan, when are we going to expect to see the rain to end?
Thank you, Jacob. Well, tonight we will be sitting at a temperature of 39 degrees, but by tomorrow morning, the weather will be more clear, and by midday tomorrow, we will experience some more rain. So this week we have experienced some falling temperatures, but the real question is there more rain on the way? I will let you guys know in my 5-day weather forecast, so make sure that you stay tuned.
All right, Megan, thanks. A Carbondale Coalition, which promotes nonviolence, is hosting its 8th annual 11 Days of Peace. The group Nonviolent Carbondale has dedicated the days to finding and highlighting peaceful resolutions to conflicts. Tonight, the deputy coordinator for Chicago Veterans, Will Peace will speak at the Carbondale Civic Center at 7. For more information and for a complete schedule of events, you can go to their website, nonviolentcarbondale.org. In the first month of legalized cannabis here in Illinois, recreational sales have reached close to $40 million. Dispensaries across the state sold over 972,000 items over a 31-day period. Later this month, lawmakers will learn how much tax revenue from the state can expect from the marijuana sales. The majority of that money will go to the state's general revenue fund.
The coronavirus has killed more than 400 people, mostly in China where it originated. More than 20,000 people have been affected, and the virus continues to spread beyond China. In Thailand, a quarantine center has been set up for Thai nationals being brought home from Wuhan, China. More than 140 people are expected to arrive in Thailand tonight, where they'll be quarantined for 2 weeks at a naval base. And even though there are 2 confirmed cases of coronavirus in Chicago, the SIU Health Center and Illinois Department of Health have both released statements stating they are prepared to handle the coronavirus should it come to Carbondale. Have prepared measures to take should the virus spread. The health center says there is something bigger to worry about than the coronavirus.
We're trying to be upfront with everybody to tell them what to worry about, but they really need to worry a lot more about the flu right now.
In order to prevent the flu, Dr. Bennett recommends getting a flu shot. But if you do catch the flu, remember to get lots of rest, drink lots of fluids, and if you experience more intense symptoms, see a doctor.
A family is suing a suburban Chicago school district claiming abuse of their autistic 8-year-old son.
They claim he came home with permanent marker all over his back and that he was tied to a chair with an exercise band. Alexis McAdams has the story.
A mother concerned for her child's safety.
I'm at the point where, like, I don't even want.
The school district did not comment on the allegation the boy was restrained with an exercise ban. Meanwhile, the family says it's looking for a new school for their child.
And ahead here on Evening Edition, explosion in Ohio leaves 2 people injured.
Plus, the country wants to hear the president address the country and his accusers in the House of Representatives the night before the Senate impeachment vote. You're watching Evening Edition at 5.